Hi, howdy, welcome back. It's been a couple days, sorry about that. If this is your first time here, feel free to reach down and hit like. If this is not your first time here, feel free to reach down and hit subscribe, then like. Either or, whatever makes you comfortable. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be looking at the Super Serum Skin Tint by Ilia. Sorry it's been so long since I've posted. Things have just been crazy, especially at work, between making sure we are still meeting our COVID things with social distancing and the rules that are still in place with the state and the area I'm living at, plus the protests and some riots and all of that. Things have been a little busy. So, but this is my first chance to do anything since then, and super excited. So how is everybody else doing? I'm trying to get into this box. Like, I understand the reason they put these plastic tabs on there so that, you know, secure it, you know if somebody's been in it, but at the same time, I can't get into it. Okay, we are looking at the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40. It's supposed to have niacinamide, squalene, and hyaluronic acid, 1 fluid ounce. Now this is supposed to be a clean product. Basically, it's a clean silicone and fragrance-free tinted serum packed with active nourishing ingredients and non-nano zinc oxide. With an SPF of 40. It's supposed to deliver a light coverage that dries down to a natural dewy finish. Fine lines and imperfections are supposed to be softened and the skin's supposed to appear healthy. Now, its directions say we have to shake this vigorously. I learned over the years to squeeze out stuff that's in a dropper because you never know. Now, from everything I've seen and heard from this is supposed to be one of those things you put it on and it's supposed to adjust itself after a little bit, and by a little bit, like a couple seconds to a minute, to your skin tone. Now this did come in a number of colors, and I picked Rendezvous ST1, which is supposed to be its palest cool color. Cool to neutral, whatever. So we're gonna try this on. Let me just empty the dropper and shake again. Wow, I'm not sure this is gonna work. Okay, this is the product. Okay, it's a little pinker than I expected. Keeping in mind it's supposed to change color. Now it says after you shake vigorously, dispense half a dropper into the palm of hands and apply like a serum. Build coverage as needed, set with soft focus finish. Okay. We're just gonna pull the hair back. This stuff is getting super duper long. I'm ready to cut it. But my hair cutting place is still not open. They still haven't rebuilt from yield drunk driver. And even if drunk driver was not part of the problem, you still have to wear a mask the whole time, both you and the hair cutter. Okay, that's about a half of a dropper. Let's see if it does. Wow, this is a little thicker than I think I was expecting, actually. Like, everything I've seen on this, you're supposed to apply it with your hands, which is good. That's more my speed. And this is supposed to have an SPF of 40, but I wonder how much I have to apply to actually get the application of 40 and SPF. Let me see a side mirror so I can see how this is looking. I think I need a little bit more for the other side of my face. So the goal, of course, is to find a sunscreen, a moisturizer, and all of that together. Now, the niacinamide is supposed to help blur basically imperfections, and if you've got scarring, help reduce some of that. Okay, this has that smell. Like, I think, this is gonna sound silly, I think this is a smell that goes with squalene. Like, it has its own unique scent that you can't help but notice when applying anything with it. Like, I've had a couple moisturizers that have it, and I'm trying to get this nice and even. It's supposed to be a color matching formula, and you're supposed to give it a little bit and a chance to get around the mouth. So how has everyone else's couple days been? So what we're going to do, just to test this out, is we're going to put a line of this down our neck and see how much it changes to match. We still find it because you can see it right here. Okay, it's supposed to dry down to a dewy finish. I guess we're about to find out. Like, I'm not necessarily liking the texture of this. It's just me, or is the line starting to blend in more? Now, it says it's a buildable coverage is needed and to set it with a soft focus finish powder, safe for sensitive skin. I do not have the Ilia soft focus finishing powder. If I have a finishing powder, it's Charlotte Tilbury's, and it is her, shoot. It's her one that goes with her Flawless formula, like her airbrush formula. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I think our line may have blended in. Surprisingly, yeah, I feel it, but it's not like super pink anymore. Okay guys, I need an opinion. Does this look like this is matching? Or are we looking still pinky? I'm gonna turn some of the lighting down. Ooh, they said dewy finish. Ooh, they were not kidding. Look at this. I don't know, there's a fine line between dewy and shiny. Okay, I am no longer seeing, like, in my side mirror, I am no longer seeing a line of color up and down my neck. I think it may have blended in. I almost wish I had my finishing powder just to put over this. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I think about this. like it said dewy, but I don't think I've ever had, I feel almost like it's a glass coating here. Like it is so shiny. I didn't know what to say with that. Like, okay, has anybody else tried this stuff? I am looking for something that blends. I don't see a pink line around my face. Like, you know, if something really doesn't match. And it says dewy formula. Okay, I would cover this as light fat coverage. Okay, I don't know if anybody else has noticed. This is probably a me thing that I noticed because it's my own skin. I have little spider veins on my cheeks. It was a byproduct of taking a type of birth control years ago. Like it caused them to show up on me everywhere really fast. And the ones on my cheeks are the ones I'm all self-conscious about. But I'm not even really seeing those with this. So it is light coverage. It's not looking too heavy. I don't know. So, you know, I swiped some, this is gonna sound silly, I swiped some on my knee. Like I had some on me and I swiped it on my knee out of curiosity, and it has absolutely color shifted to match my knee. That's so weird. Okay, you know what? We're gonna stand up. We're gonna stand up in our normal spot and see how that looks. Like the spot I usually stand up in for doing my makeup. Okay, yeah, it promises dewy, but I don't know if I would call this dewy so much as kind of oily looking. I was trying to get a different, hold on. You know, it suggested a finishing powder. Let's try my Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. Well, it's a setting powder, whatever you want to call it. Okay. It looks like we color matched to us pretty well. Like I'm not seeing any major color differences. And I did do around the jawline just so we could take a look. I think this actually matched it. And the longer I'm wearing it, the less it feels, I would call it almost an oily texture. Like it doesn't feel as oily the longer I'm wearing it. Now it did say the longer you wear it, the more it would wear down into a dewy finish. Pretty sure that's what the box said. Appears healthy, okay. Dries down to a natural dewy finish. Are we feeling this is a natural dewy finish, or are we feeling this is like an oily finish? Like, come on guys, I need a little feedback on this one. You know what? The more I'm looking at it, the less I'm disliking it. I don't know what it is. Like when I first put it on, I was like, bleh. Like this is greasy. I don't like the way this feels. But the more this is drying down, the more I'm actually liking this. Like was not expecting to like this the way it felt when I first put it on. And I mean, even my hands, like I applied it via my hands. Look at my hands. They don't even look like they've got anything on them, but they do feel like soft. In case anybody's curious, this is Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish. It's a skin perfecting micro powder. It's basically a finishing powder. I tend to wear this in the summer over my moisturizer just to give myself a little bit of a more matte look while I'm sweating like a hog. So, set with this stuff. Now I would be curious if this, because you don't actually seem to need a lot of it, if it would actually deliver the SPF of 40. Sorry, contacts are shifting. You know what, the more I'm looking at this, I definitely think this shifted colors to match. Like, I had put this line right here, and I was expecting it to stay a somewhat shade of pink, but I think the product actually did like it said it was, which kind of surprises me. Like, you get a lot of products that say they do that, but this one kind of actually looks like it did that. In case anybody's curious, I love this stuff. Like, I don't even have the foundation or the bronzer, although I am super duper contemplating the bronzer. Oh my god, it looks amazing. I gotta find the right shade. But I love this thing. Like, I wear this in the winter, not the winter, but the summer. It does the wonder for matte, and it washes off beautifully. Okay, I'm gonna go with, I did not like this when I applied it, but now that it's dried down, like, I like this. Like, I think I like this better than the BB cream. Like, the last thing I reviewed was the Herborian Korean BB cream, because it said it did the same thing. Like, it color shifts and it's supposed to match your skin. The smell has definitely gone away. Like, it was like a super definite smell, but I like this. Like, I'm surprised I like this. Like, I almost thought I was gonna have to return this because I didn't think I was actually gonna. I'm gonna have to get a hold of a friend, see if she thinks it blends well, because if it's not just me, I'm gonna actually start wearing this daily, because actually, let me look in the side mirror. Let's see how those veins look in my. No, that light coverage, holy crap. Like, I'm not even seeing the spider veins in my cheeks. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat from allergies. Like, I usually do an allergy treatment through my sinuses, but my sinuses lately are super duper dry. I think it's partially from wearing the mask at all times, but whatever. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go with, I didn't like this to start with, but actually once it dried down, I like the way my skin looks. I like the fact you can't see those veins in my cheeks right now. Like, that is nice. I mean, I would actually have to put a little bit more time into my morning to apply this, but it might be worth it, especially if it actually gives the SPF it promises, which is 40. Like, this might actually have won the tinted moisturizer thing I was looking for. I would be willing to try this out a couple more days, and I'm gonna do another video later on after I've worn this a couple days and give you guys a little bit more detailed feedback instead of just like a couple minutes as to what I think about this. I think the one flaw I have with this is this area. Well, it's supposed to be a moisturizer too. I almost feel like even the fine lines from my skin being weird from the mask it's sinking into, and it kind of shows a little bit. Like, it doesn't show here on the camera, but it kind of shows in the mirror. So I guess we will see. Or I don't know how much of that is actually this too. Like, it looks like a slight colored film. I can live with that. Okay, I'm gonna try this out for a couple days. I'm gonna get back to you. Like, I didn't think I'd like this the way it felt, the way it looks, because it looks like weirdly pink, and I didn't think it would match, but I think it color matched like it said it would. I like that, but I'm not sure I like the way it looks right around and through here. But that could also be the setting powder. What do you guys think? Seriously, I mean, does this look like this matches? Sorry, my hair is just driving me friggin' nuts. chopped off. I'm thinking of going pixie. My husband says, let it grow. I say, you don't have to shampoo it, brush it, and live with it on your head. He gets to keep his short. Okay, no, seriously, what do you guys think? Has any of you tried it? This is supposed to be a clean one, so I'm not necessarily somebody that's going to lean towards clean beauty just because it's clean beauty. But if it's a product that works well, it is definitely something that I would put more work into. Like, I would definitely use more. Like, what do you guys think? Okay, thanks. You know what? Guys, get back to me. Leave some comments down below. Tell me how you think this feels. Has anybody else tried this? I don't want to be the only one that's thinking it looks like it matches and going to work looking like I have a pink ring. Like, I don't think I do. We shall see. Okay, guys, this is going to be one of several videos I filmed tonight. So if I look like I'm wearing the same clothes in another film, odds are same video tonight. Okay, guys, remember, we're still practicing social distancing, washing our hands, wearing a mask. We're still expecting a second wave to come through, so be safe, you know, be careful. But most of all, have a nice night, guys. Thanks. Have a good one.